Hi, I am Attorney Farrey. I am your divorce, custody, and child support attorney in Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to talk to you about 3 mistakes that fathers who are going through a divorce make. First and foremost, one of the biggest mistakes that fathers make when they are going through a divorce is they move out of the house. They move out right before the divorce is filed, or they move out at some time during the pendency of the divorce. If there is not a court order that requires you to move out the house, and there's no issue with domestic violence, and it's not unsafe to be there, you need to remain in the house. Why? Because if you are making a claim to the house, meaning you want to keep the house from the divorce, or let's say you want your wife to buy you out, or you want to make sure you walk away as much as possible with the equity in the home, then you lose your leverage if you're not there. If you're not in the home contributing to its upkeep, if you're not in the home contributing to the financial expenses, paying the utilities, paying repairs, paying the mortgage, if you're not there and you move out, then you're losing leverage, and you're losing or weakening your argument of why you should get, let's say, 50% of the equity in the home, or why you should get more of the equity in the home, or why you should even keep the home. Because you've already shown the court that you don't need to keep the home, and it's easy for you to move out. You're gone. So it makes the court's decision a lot easier if for the last several months during the pendency of the divorce, your wife has been there paying all the bills, paying the mortgage, maintaining the home. It makes it easier for the court to say, well, you know what? She can keep the home. So that's mistake number 1. If you know that you want to claim the home, you know you want the equity out of the home, then you need to stay in the home. Again, this is only if you believe that there's no issue regarding safety, no concerns, and it's safe for you to stay in the home. Don't make the mistake of moving out. The other issue about you moving out is if you are looking for custody, meaning that you want primary physical custody, or you want joint custody where you split time with the children nearly equally, or you just want as much time as possible, whatever that schedule looks like for you, then you don't want to lose leverage also by moving out of the home where the children live. If you are living in the home while you're going through the divorce, the kids are there, your spouse is there, obviously, or your spouse can move out. Either way, you being in the home where the children live, where they lay their heads every night, the environment that the children are familiar with, the environment that provides stability for the kids, the environment where in the same community where the children go to school, then it will benefit you to remain in the marital home. So if you're looking for joint custody or primary custody, or as much time with the children as possible, the longer you live under the same roof with your children, even while you're going through the divorce, the better and stronger your argument is to the court to show why it benefits the kids to have you present or more present in their lives than not. So don't make that mistake of moving out. Talk to your attorney first and decide strategically what needs to be done until you can get a court order in place that talks about who needs to move out, who needs to stay. Mistake number 2 that fathers make going through a divorce, they start making major purchases. They start buying a new car, taking lavish trips, renting expensive homes, or renting a new place, or buying a new house. Do not make any major purchases while you are going through a divorce, or even right before the divorce is filed. And here is why. When you are married, anything that you own during the marriage or that you've obtained during the marriage belongs to your wife, and anything your wife has or owns or attains during the marriage belongs to you. So what's yours is hers, what's hers is yours. That even means any purchases that you make while the divorce is pending. Just because you filed a divorce or you're on the way to filing a divorce does not mean that anything you purchase only belongs to you. Even if it's just in your name, even if you're living physically separate and apart, even if you have filed for a divorce, anything that you buy belongs to the both of you, because you're buying it with marital money. Yes, it's your money from work. I get that. It's your paycheck from work. But your paycheck and your money that you're making during the marriage belongs to both of you. So you're making these purchases with marital funds, and because you're buying these things with marital funds, that marital property is going to be divided by the court. So if you know that you are going to be filing a divorce or going through a divorce, or you are in the middle of going through a divorce, don't make any major purchases. It's going to complicate things for you. Not only that, you probably won't get to enjoy it long, because that new fancy car that you just bought, the court may order it sold and you and your wife have to split the proceeds. Don't make any major purchases, okay? The third mistake that fathers make who are going through a divorce is they make the mistake of not being a present parent in their children's life. What I mean by that is, oftentimes fathers will say that they want joint custody, or I want as much time with my children as possible. But the standard that the court is going to look at is they're going to look at what's in the children's best interest. And some of the things that helps courts determine what's in the children's best interest is history. What historically has been done with the children. And so let's say that a divorce is pending, or you're thinking about filing a divorce, and let's say you've moved out, or let's say you haven't moved out. If you are only in the children's lives here and there, meaning you're working all the time, you don't ever attend any extracurricular activities, you don't go to their appointments, you don't know who their doctors are, you don't know who the teachers are, you're not familiar with your children's routine because you're never there, you're always working, or you move out of the home during the divorce and you only see them 1 to 2 times a week. Well, if your children are doing well and they're thriving with you only seeing them 1 to 2 times a week, then you're going to have a more difficult time trying to prove to the court why changing that and increasing that time is going to be in their best interest. Because it's almost like, why fix what's not broken? If it's working for the kids, they're happy, they're thriving, they're not suffering any mental or emotional health or issues, then why would a judge change that? Yes, I get it. You're their father. Both parents have, custodial rights. You're both entitled to custody of the children. But at the end of the day, the children need stability. They need consistency. They need a routine. So if by your actions, the children's routine involve seeing you only 2 days out of the week, or 2 days out of a 2-week period, then chances are you're going to have a really tough time proving to the court why things should change. So if you are going through a divorce, or you're going to be going through a divorce, don't stop being a parent. Don't stop being a father. If anything, you need to be even more present, because your children's life is going to change. They're going to have 2 separate households, mommy and daddy living in 2 separate communities under separate roofs. So if anything, you need to be an even more present father and create a routine, meaning be consistent and document that. So then that way, when you do go to court, you can show the judge, hey judge, look, I've been seeing my children 5 to 6 times in a 10-day period, and they've been doing well. Their grades are good. They're happy. Things are going great for them. There are no issues. So we should keep it this way because this is in their best interest. What you've just done there is you've provided data. You provided historical data to present to the court to show the court this is what's working, this is what's in their best interest. So if you know that you were going through a divorce, or you were on your way to filing a divorce, don't make the mistake of being an absent father. Be present, go to the doctor's appointments, be involved in school, go to their extracurricular activities, go have lunch with them. Don't stop being a father, and don't stop being a parent. Hopefully those are 3 tips that can help you on your way as you embark through this new difficult time in your life. But if you need help avoiding these mistakes, give us a call. We have a team of attorneys that can help you. Our number is 678-948-8489, 678-948-8489. We will help you with your Georgia divorce. We provide free consultations, so you have no excuse. Stop making excuses. All right? Until next time.